Meanwhile, thousands of Israeli citizens took to the streets of Tel Aviv on Saturday to protest against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's unity government. The demonstrations were triggered by the announcement of this unity government between Benjamin Netanyahu, the incumbent, and also the rival candidate Benny Gantz. Protesters oppose the idea of Netanyahu fighting his corruption charges while he remains seated very firmly in the chair of the Prime Minister. Many said that the move would actually crush democracy in the country. Now, the protesters also held up banners that read "Save Democracy" and urged smaller parties to not join Netanyahu's alliance. Now, despite the large participation, protesters were seen maintaining social distancing, and they also by and large wore masks and gloves. The public anger was also directed at Benny Gantz and other centrist parties who ultimately decided to ally themselves with the Prime Minister despite him facing some very grave charges of corruption.
I think this government is totally corrupted. Unfortunately, some guys that I also voted for, which are in the middle or left-wingers or in the middle, they joined Netanyahu to support him in making rules about not letting the democracy happen against the Supreme Court and against the court, against any possibility of changing him, setting rules that would enable him to keep on. And I'm 100% sure that that's his plan.
Now, Benny Gantz also had made a pre-poll promise that he will not align with the gentleman that you're looking at on your screens on the right. But after 3 successive elections that did not break a stalemate, and with the 4th election looking pretty imminent, both sides decided to join hands. Now, as per the deal, Netanyahu will remain the Prime Minister for the first 18 months. He will have the power to veto the appointment of officials who will ultimately decide his fate during this all-important corruption trial that starts from next month. The protesters are opposed to the idea that Netanyahu is setting the rules for his own trials and is choosing the officials who will prosecute him while he remains firmly seated as the Prime Minister.